plans, plans, plans. They always have their plans. But the problem with their plan is that when you take an insane person to the asylum, you're just taking him home. The very place he knows best.
The story begins with Batman returning the Joker to Arkham Asylum. The Batman feels a little suspicious for the fact that the Joker allows himself to be captured by him. I mean, once returned there, you know, you get the feeling in the beginning something's gonna happen, and of course it does. The Joker does have a master plan. The story is well done, and I enjoyed it very much. They could have included more major villains. That's one thing that kind of bothered me, but I mean, it always leaves room for improvement. But aside from that, I enjoyed the story very much.
I don't know what it is.
What a blabbermouth! Spoiling the surprise.
Be quiet.
Oh, am I getting to you? Am I? Good. You're going to love this next bit.
The gameplay in Batman Arkham Asylum is probably my favorite part. It's split into 3 distinct parts, and it's combat, stealth, and puzzle solving. The combat, I mean, it's really fluid, it's really fun, it's not really very complicated, but you could just pull off some crazy moves, and you know, later on in the game you're able to buy more you know, you get combat upgrades, so it makes that fun. The stealth was great, it's fun to scare the crap out of some of those thugs. And the riddle solving also was good fun. Some of them are a little harder than others, but none are really that difficult. Another thing that was great about gameplay was you have access to a lot of gadgets, especially when you progress further in the game, and those are always good fun to use. I mean, the batarangs, the bat claw, it's all really fun to use it, and it really does make you feel like Batman. And that's why that's what I really liked about the gameplay in this game, is you feel like you're playing as Batman, not like a generic character. You feel like Batman. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the Unreal Engine. I feel like it's overused nowadays. However, I feel like it does fit this game, and I mean, it does the game justice. The character models look great. Batman and the Joker look great. Even the average thug looks pretty good in the game, you know what I mean? One thing I will say though is sometimes, you know, the animations, not for Batman but for the thugs, look a little funny, but that's no real big deal. Like right there when he like kind of falls down, but that's no real big deal. The environments look great, and I mean, I like the way that Batman takes damage over time. You know, it gives the level of realism, but it was a shame to see he looks a little too big. But I mean, it could be his armor. I don't think he's just in, like, the suit has armor, so I guess that's part of the reason for it. And I mean, the Joker, he looks fantastic, and a lot of the other villains, they look great. So I think the graphics were fairly well done in this game. The soundtrack in the game is very well done and suits a Batman game perfectly. I mean, the atmosphere also is well done, like you hear all the screams and yells, and it feels like you actually are in an asylum. The voice acting is very well done. Batman sounds great, but I must say the Joker probably steals it because he sounds fantastic. I mean, it's Mark Hamill, so I wouldn't really expect anything less, but he does a very good job as the Joker, and that's putting it mildly. He's great. He is absolutely great, especially those lines he said. But I mean, overall, I enjoyed Batman Arkham Asylum very much and would highly recommend it, giving it a 9 out of 10. So yep, subscribe if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.
Too easy. Played you like a violin and cut your strings.